Alright, let's dive into the spine-chilling world of Willows Weep House, America's most haunted home. Have you ever wondered if haunted homes truly exist? Well, get ready to explore the mysteries that surround this infamous location. Willows Weep House is one of the most chilling and enigmatic locations in the world of ghost hunting. Famously dubbed America's most haunted home, it is nestled in the quiet town of Cayuga, Indiana. This unassuming house has gained notoriety for its dark history and spine-tingling paranormal activity. From its unique cross-shaped layout to the countless eerie encounters reported by visitors and investigators alike, Willows Weep holds a special place in the realm of the supernatural. Join us as we explore the mysteries, the legends, and the ghostly inhabitants that make this house a true cornerstone in the world of paranormal investigations. Prepare yourselves for a journey into the unknown. The house was built in the late 19th century, and its peculiar cross-shaped design is one of its most striking features. This layout has led some to speculate about its original purpose, with theories that range from having a religious significance to a more sinister intent. The home has seen 7 deaths, including 3 suicides. The original owner, John Henry Sykes, was found dead in the bathtub. Since then, there have been a number of deaths under mysterious circumstances, family tragedies, and some occupants have met untimely or violent ends, but more on those later. Previous owner Brenda Johnson abandoned the home after a series of violent attacks and mysterious accidents. She later sold the house to paranormal investigator Dave Spinks, who wrote a book about the Willows Weep House. Now, brace yourself for a journey into the chilling occurrences and ghostly sightings that have plagued Willows Weep House. From strange noises in the dead of night to apparitions roaming the halls, each event contributes to the house's haunted legacy. Visitors and investigators have reported several distinct types of ghosts and paranormal phenomena over the years. One of the most frequently encountered entities at Willows Weep are shadow figures. These dark human-like shapes are often seen moving quickly through the house, especially in the corners of rooms and hallways. They are typically described as having no discernible features and evoke a strong sense of dread in those who see them. Full-bodied apparitions have also been reported within the house. These ghostly figures appear more solid than shadow figures, and are often dressed in clothing that seems to be from different historical periods. Witnesses have described seeing a woman in white. This apparition is one of the most frequently mentioned. She is often seen wandering the halls or standing at the windows, sometimes appearing to be weeping or in distress. Another commonly reported figure is a man wearing a hat, often seen in the same areas as the woman in white. He is described as having a stern and imposing presence. Some visitors have reported hearing the laughter and footsteps of children, despite no children being present in the house. Occasionally, small figures resembling children have been seen playing or running through the rooms. In addition to visual sightings, many people have reported hearing disembodied voices throughout the house. These voices often sound like whispers, conversations, or cries. Some have also heard inexplicable sounds such as knocking, banging, and the sound of furniture moving. There have been accounts of poltergeist activity, including objects moving on their own, doors opening and closing, and items being thrown across rooms. This type of activity adds to the house's reputation for being intensely haunted. Some of the phenomena at Willows Weep are thought to be residual hauntings, where the energy of past events replays like a loop. For example, some witnesses have reported hearing repetitive sounds or seeing the same apparitions perform the same actions repeatedly. Visitors often describe experiencing sudden drops in temperature, feelings of being watched, or an overwhelming sense of sadness or fear in certain areas of the house. Some have even reported being touched, pushed, or scratched by unseen forces. There are also claims that the house may be haunted by spirits of individuals who met tragic ends within its walls, including possible victims of violent deaths or suicides. These spirits are believed to be tied to the house due to the intense emotional energy of their final moments. One of the most frequently mentioned is that of a man who reportedly took his own life in the house by hanging. This tragic event is believed to have left a residual imprint, contributing to the house's haunting. At least one story involves a family that lived in the house and experienced a series of unfortunate events, including the untimely deaths of family members. The negative energy from these deaths may have created psychic imprints. resulting in the various paranormal phenomena reported by visitors and investigators. Some theories suggest that occult practices might have been conducted in the house, further amplifying its haunted nature. These practices, if true, could have attracted or intensified the spiritual activity. Overall, the variety and intensity of the ghostly encounters at Willows Weep House make it a hotspot for paranormal activity and a compelling destination for those interested in the supernatural. But what about the investigations? Did the investigators run into any ghostly apparitions? Investigating Willows Weep House has not been without its challenges. Paranormal investigators and visitors have reported a range of obstacles and conflicts during their explorations of this famously haunted location. The very nature of Willows Weep's haunting often interferes with investigations. Paranormal teams frequently report that their electronic equipment, such as cameras, audio recorders, and EMF meters, malfunctions or drains rapidly without explanation. This can make it difficult to capture and document evidence of paranormal activity. Some investigators have experienced physical interactions such as being pushed, scratched, or having their hair pulled. Technical issues are a common occurrence during investigations at Willows Weep. Cameras, flashlights, and other battery-operated devices often experience sudden and unexplained battery drain, even when freshly charged. Investigators have reported that their devices, including audio recorders and video cameras, sometimes malfunction or fail to work properly while inside the house. This phenomenon is frequently reported in locations with high paranormal activity and can hinder the documentation process. The intense and often disturbing atmosphere of Willows Weep can have significant psychological impacts on investigators. Many investigators report an overwhelming sense of fear or anxiety while inside the house. This can be due to the oppressive atmosphere, sudden temperature drops, or the feeling of being watched. Some individuals have experienced sudden and intense emotions, such as sadness or anger, without any apparent cause. This emotional influence can be attributed to the residual energy within the house, and can make it challenging for investigators to remain focused and composed. After leaving Willows Weep, some investigators have reported experiencing nightmares or feeling a lingering sense of unease. These after effects suggest that the house's influence can extend beyond its physical boundaries. The physical condition of Willows Weep House can pose additional challenges. As an old building, the house has areas that are structurally unstable or unsafe, such as the attic door, which refuses to open, and the only way to access it is by using a ladder from outside. Despite these challenges, the enduring allure of Willows Weep House continues to draw paranormal investigators who are determined to uncover its secrets and document its paranormal activity. The obstacles faced only add to the house's mystique and the determination of those who seek to understand the supernatural phenomena within its walls. So what did the investigators find? Many investigators have captured EVPs, which are believed to be voices of spirits communicating through electronic devices. These recordings often contain unexplained whispers, cries, and spoken words that were not audible during the investigation. Numerous photographs and videos have captured orbs, shadow figures, and apparitions. Some images reveal human-like shapes that appear translucent or shadowy, and others show mysterious lights that move in erratic patterns. Significant fluctuations in electromagnetic fields, EMF, have been recorded throughout the house, particularly in areas where paranormal activity is frequently reported. These readings are often accompanied by temperature drops and sudden drafts, despite the absence of open windows or doors. Objects have been documented moving on their own, doors slamming shut, and furniture shifting without any apparent cause. Investigators have also reported being touched, scratched, or pushed by unseen forces. Some of the activity at Willows Weep is believed to be residual in nature. This theory suggests that past events, especially traumatic ones, have left an imprint on the environment, which replays like a loop without any conscious interaction from spirits. These imprints can manifest as apparitions, disembodied voices, and other paranormal phenomena. There is evidence to suggest that some of the entities in Willows Weep are intelligent and capable of interacting with the living. This includes responding to questions during EVP sessions, manipulating objects, and affecting the physical sensations of investigators. Some theories propose that natural elements such as underground water streams or mineral deposits might contribute to the heightened paranormal activity. These elements could generate energy that spirits use to manifest. The unique cross-shaped layout of the house is thought by some to influence the paranormal activity. This design could theoretically create or enhance energetic focal points, making the house more susceptible to hauntings. Paranormal investigators continue to monitor the house using advanced equipment to gather more data. This includes setting up 24/7 surveillance using infrared cameras and employing sensitive audio recording devices. Psychics and mediums frequently visit Willows Weep to communicate with the spirits and gain insight into their identities and reasons for remaining in the house. Their findings often correlate with historical research and eyewitness accounts. Efforts to uncover the full history of the house and its occupants are ongoing. This includes searching for records of previous owners, investigating reported deaths or violent events, and exploring any connections to occult practices. Willows Weep House has become a site of public interest, with tours and events being held to allow the public to experience the hauntings firsthand. This engagement not only helps fund continued research, but also brings in new eyewitness accounts and evidence. Some explanations consider the power of suggestion and the psychological impact of visiting a famously haunted location. The anticipation and fear of experiencing something paranormal can heighten the senses and lead to misinterpretations of natural phenomena. Factors such as carbon monoxide, mold, and other environmental contaminants can cause symptoms that mimic paranormal experiences, including hallucinations, dizziness, and a sense of being watched. High levels of EMF can affect the human brain, leading to experiences often interpreted as paranormal. The house's structural elements or electrical wiring might contribute to these elevated EMF levels. Despite these various findings and theories, the hauntings at Willows Weep House remain a mystery. Dave Spinks, current owner and paranormal investigator, recently announced in May of this year that after a series of spiritual attacks by some malicious force, he decided to have the house destroyed and the land cleared and blessed to rid the world of this negative location. The Willows Weep House is now permanently gone. Dave has promised to release more findings from his investigations of Willows Weep House in the near future, but for now he is focusing his attention on investigating another ghostly house he has recently purchased. We wish Dave all the best with his new property, and we look forward to more accounts of chilling encounters. And although the Willows Weep House is now gone, it will remain a compelling and mysterious landmark in the paranormal world. If you've been captivated by the chilling mysteries of Willows Weep House, we encourage you to delve even deeper into the world of paranormal investigations. This house is just one of many locations with rich histories and unexplained phenomena waiting to be explored. Here are a few ways you can continue your journey into the supernatural. Look up detailed articles, documentaries, and books that dive into the history and hauntings of Willows Weep House. The more you learn, the more you'll appreciate the complexity and depth of its mysteries, or why not join online communities where you can share your thoughts, ask questions, and read about others' experiences with Willows Weep and other haunted locations. Share your thoughts and experience in the comment below. Hit that subscribe button and ring the bell to stay updated on our latest videos. We'll be bringing you more deep dives into haunted locations, ghost hunting tips, and interviews with experts in the field. By diving deeper into the world of paranormal investigations, you're not just exploring ghost stories. You're joining a community of curious minds dedicated to uncovering the truth behind the unknown. So what are you waiting for? Start your journey today and let the adventure into the supernatural begin.